Hey everyone, welcome back to Sarah's Vegan Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make homemade vegan pumpkin pecan sticky buns. These are the perfect sweet treat to bring to a brunch or dinner party during the holiday season. So you're going to start out by sprinkling your yeast over some lukewarm water with a little pinch of sugar and let it sit until it's foamy. That's how you know that the yeast is still alive. Then you'll combine that with some pumpkin puree and melted vegan butter, or you can use coconut oil. This recipe will be easiest if you're using a stand mixer, or you can use the dough cycle of your bread machine, but it's also possible to make these by hand with a little extra elbow grease. Whisk together bread flour, salt, sugar, and pumpkin pie spice. You'll add your dry ingredients into your mixer a cup or so at a time, and then just stir very well between additions. Keep stirring till all the wet ingredients are absorbed and you have a nice sticky dough. If you're using a stand mixer, switch to the dough hook at this point and knead on about a medium speed until the dough is nice and smooth and elastic and it clears the sides of the bowl. You can also knead your dough by hand on a lightly floured surface. Now oil a large bowl and transfer your dough and give it a flip to coat the opposite side with oil as well so nothing sticks, and then cover it and let it rise in a nice warm place for about an hour or until it's just about doubled in size. Near the end of that hour, you're going to melt some vegan butter with brown sugar and pour that into the bottom of your baking pan. Then you'll sprinkle on a handful of raw pecans, and this will become our sticky caramel layer after we're done baking. Once your dough is risen, turn it out onto a lightly floured surface, punch out the extra air, and then fold it into a rectangular shape just to make it easier to roll out. Roll your dough out into a large rectangle. You can see I'm transferring mine here to a silicone pastry mat just because my cutting board was too small. Now mix some softened butter with a few tablespoons of pumpkin puree and spread that over your dough. Sprinkle this with some brown sugar and a little more pumpkin pie spice, and then roll everything up into a log and cut your log into 12 buns. Transfer your buns into your baking pan on top of that caramel and pecan layer, and you'll need to cover your buns and allow them to rise for another 30 minutes. During the last 10 minutes of that rise time, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Then you'll bake your buns for a little over 15 minutes until they're golden brown on top. After you remove your buns from the oven, let them cool for about 5 minutes so that the pan's easier to handle. And then, just being super careful because it's still hot, flip your buns over onto a serving platter so that now the gooey, nutty caramel layer is on top. These sticky buns are best served warm, so I'd recommend heating any leftovers for a couple seconds in the microwave. And those are sticky buns. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you try this recipe out, tag me on Instagram, and I will see you in my next video.